Good morning and good morning to you. Hey, everybody, Charles here, and welcome to the show. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hope you're feeling great. I got a great guest coming on right now, and he's got something exciting that he wants to share with everybody. Now, if you don't want to move from this seat, so stay right there while I bring on my special guest. Please welcome to the show. Let's bring him on.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Hello, good morning, everybody tuned in. It's great to see
buddy.
you.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. I have my health. I have, opportunities every day. Life is flowing. So the little things that matter right now during this time, right?
All right. So tell everybody what you've been doing during COVID, man.
Okay. So personally, during COVID, first of all, I've been staying safe, following the guidelines as everybody should be doing, right? First and foremost, most important. Secondly, just honestly been working a lot. Normally I'd volunteer like coaching football, whatever it is, whether it's high school, whether it's Brampton, but of course without being able to have that opportunity, things shifted a bit. So mostly just like focusing on work, focusing on growth, and focusing on growing myself, which I think everybody's taking the time to do, and spending a lot of time with family, right? Because
that's what all matters. People realize how family is really important nowadays. So
exactly.
That's we're doing. So here's the thing. Give us some background. Where are you born? Where are you raised? Growing up, let's get to know you a little bit more.
No, that's fair. Thank you. So I was raised in Brampton, Ontario. Keep it very simple. I am a Brantonian. Been here pretty much my whole life. Background, like my parents are British. So my mom grew up in England. My dad moved to England when he was about 8 from Jamaica. So background, that's pretty much my background. So growing up in like a British, but with the Jamaican slang, it's always been like a fun little mix. And yeah, like I guess when I was a little kid, I had like an English accent just from hearing them speak all the time, but that's obviously gone, as you can see. And I've been more connected to my Jamaican side, I guess you could say. So that's pretty much that about me, about my background, as terms of where I'm from and where I live.
So that means that every tea time at 4:00, you had minty ready to go then, right?
Exactly.
Part of the British and part of the Jamaican. There you go. 4:00 was minty. I love it. So what school did you go to?
So I went to St. Margaret de Ville for high school. For all those that are from Brampton know of it. If you're not, maybe you lost to our football team once or twice. So yeah. And then for university, I actually went to Western for about 3 years, and then I ended up transferring to Bishop's University, which is out in Quebec. So I went there for, I think it was about 2.5 years. So I studied psychology as my major. That was my focus. I graduated with a psychology degree. Yeah, ironically, that's not what I'm doing right now, which is I think a lot of people could say the same. At the end of the day, like what we go to school for and what we find passionate end up being two different parties, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what are you passionate about?
So like I guess like my biggest thing I'm passionate about just like learning growth, especially when it comes to finances. I should be able to say that word, right? Finances and like helping the community. Like those are my two biggest things that I've actually found love and enjoyment doing. So I feel like there's not enough like learning in high school. Like I went to university, which is quote unquote one of the higher levels of education. And I think I maybe done like my whole educational career one financial course of like that was mandatorily taken. And that's probably me overshooting, which like I found was like a huge problem coming out of school. Like you come out of school with student debt, you come out of school not really understanding. Like in school, we're just getting by. We might have a job, but we got to use our credit card here and there just to be able to pay for things. And one thing I see with a lot of people is once they do come out of school, they're stuck with a terrible credit score because they didn't understand what credit was. They just realize that their landlord needs their rent and they just got to pay it, right? Or they need some school supplies, they need a school book and nobody's really helping out, so they got to pay it. So that kind of like frustrated me, and just like learning and educating myself, I realized like this type of lifestyle, it's good because we can get by our day to day, but it's not great because one day we're going to get to a place where we're going to want to retire, or we're going to want to just spend time with our kids and family. And I don't want to be working like 14-hour shifts when I'm 68, like there's nothing wrong with that. Do what you have to do to survive. It's just that if I have an opportunity at a young age to change that outcome, not only for me, but for others around me, why not be that person to try and make that difference? So that's what I found passionate.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then tell us what your business is all about right now.
So yeah, right now, like complete sidetrack from the football guy, the Brantonian, the tea time, like I'm actually a real estate agent. So that is what I do on my full time. So helping people buy, sell, or invest in real estate. And like I really structured my business in a way that is very educational first. One thing I found within real estate is like it's a very highly driven like financial sector. And like with any commission based salary, people are always going to focus on the things that could turn over faster, which is normally those clients that are quote unquote prepared, right? I found that when I came into the business, I really want to focus on individuals that really don't know what's going on, like don't know what the credit report is or how it works, like don't understand how to save money, like don't understand like even like how do you go buy a home, how do you invest in a home, how does that help you, right? So that was like my primary focus in how I built my business. Even like my Instagram page is very like information driven. Like I don't really show off the deals and all that stuff. I just literally say like, yo, this is the information you guys need. Because it looks cool showing like, yeah, I closed this deal, I did this deal. That's fun. And it promotes me as a business. But what's promoting your mindset? What's promoting other people's to start thinking about getting a home? What's promoting that generational wealth that we're missing within our community? I mean, it's there, but it can be so much greater. So that's really how I frame my real estate business, to be able to educate people, especially within our community, and be able to grow from there.
Okay, so we're going to dive into more of that right after this next break. When we come back, let's dive right into the real estate and how it's helping, how you've helped other people. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com.
Thanks, Charles. I'm Carolyn Dickinson, and I'm here to tell you that the Life Success Board systems are live. These success boards have massive impact. The system will allow you to be able to envision that anything is possible for every area of your life. It'll give you direction, it'll give you focus, and it'll keep you moving forward. There are 8 success board systems available to you, plus bonuses. So for more information on this amazing system, click the link below. You don't want to miss it. Back to you, Charles.
Yes, make sure you go into the link and grab that success board. It is fantastic. It helps you navigate and start with what you want to do in life, and it's very helpful. It's helped me out. Hopefully it'll help you. So make sure you click in the description. It's a special right there from my show. So talking about business, talking about focus, how do you help people get focused in your business?
Okay, so like my primary way of making sure people are focused is understanding. Without understanding, people can't create a game plan. Let's be real now. So just understanding like, what do you even need to be able to purchase a home? Like, what are the basics? And normally there's 3 basic pillars when it comes to like credit, it comes to income, it comes to money saving. I say there's a 4th pillar because of debt. That is huge, right? So understanding like just like juggling around all those numbers. Can you qualify? B, if you can't, all right, well, maybe I can help you by putting you towards a financial advisor that's really good at helping people save money, or really good at helping people like even out their debts to income ratio, so that when it is time to qualify, they can qualify, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, maybe they're on the other side of things where they're closer than they expected. A lot of people will be like, I want to buy, but I want to wait a couple years, blah, 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 XYZ, which normally isn't the best option because being cautious costs money in real estate. If someone could qualify for X amount, normally our incomes don't increase the amount that the house prices are increasing. So it might be better to buy now, get in, and say like, pay your down payment while you're saving instead of paying rent while you're saving. Because then when you do end up selling or using that property for leverage, have equity to go purchase a home, rather than you trying to save while you're paying rent and you just paid some Joe Blow $24,000 while you're still trying to save $24,000. It's tough. It's very tough. Right?
Oh.
But a house can appreciate anywhere between like $30,000 to $50,000 in a year, especially within this market. So you could have saved that same amount of money instead of paying rent by paying a mortgage. And sometimes they do break even. Sorry for cutting you off.
No. I like what you said. When you're saving, but at the same time, you're giving somebody away your savings.
Exactly.
You're trying your best, and you're like, "Oh, we're not ready yet. No, we're not ready yet. Okay, let's save for 1 more year."
Yeah.
But 1 more year, you are saving, but you're also giving away at the same time while you're trying to save for that year.
Exactly.
So why don't you go for something small where you're saving and you can be putting away at the same time, and grow from there. So I love that
Exactly.
point. I love that point that you made. Don't go.
Exactly.
You don't have to go for the gusto. Right?
Exactly.
Go for something. Start with something. Own something.
Mhm.
Say every day when you drive up the driveway, that's mine. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Start
Exactly.
and grow from there. So I love that. I want to make sure everybody understand that point. You don't have to go for the double car garage. You don't have to go for the 4 bedrooms. Get something.
Yes, trust me. And that's like the one thing that I always try to drill into people's heads, you know? Because like when I first sit down with someone, I'm like, all right, what kind of home do you like? And we all know exactly what kind of home they're gonna tell us. Like
5
we know.
bedrooms, 3 washrooms, 2-car garage.
So it's like, all right, let's, you know, so what I try to educate people on is like, you know what, that's the dream home. There's nothing wrong with having that dream. Just understand like there's stepping stones to getting there, right? Like on a real note, like the thing I find, especially with my generation, is like we live in our parents' homes, like we lived in them or whatever the case may be. Where we'll find that those homes are so nice that it's like we want to at least have that or more. Not remembering that like our parents didn't just start off with this home. Like our parents had like a little apartment first year renting, then they bought a little condo in like the Toronto area, then they bought another house, and then, you know, it was like a slow growth. So we can't compare what our parents purchased when they were 55 to what we want to purchase when we're 25, 30. You know, we
Right.
have to understand like their process, and we're gonna have to go through that process. And the process is gonna be a little bit different too, because like the pricing is just different, right? I know it's all like relevant, but like if before you could buy a house for like 160,000, that's like a townhouse or a detached or whatever it is, and now the same house is going for $1 million. Like I know, like with salaries and all that stuff, things are relevant, but not to the same extent.
Yeah.
You know, so it is a little tougher for our age group, so we got to understand that. So, just to revert back to your question, like understanding is like just the first way that I try and help people, you know what's going on in the party. Secondly, like, all right, if they are closer to their numbers, that point, then I'm gonna introduce them to a mortgage agent, because a lot of people are gonna say like, hey, I want to buy a house, and they're gonna call me first, and I'm gonna be like, yo, that's cool, thank you for calling me, I appreciate it, but like, we need to know the numbers, right? If we're gonna go to the mall, if you say, yo, Mike, I want to go to the mall to buy some new clothes, I'm like, cool, but if we don't know how much money's in your bank account, then I can't really tell you which stores to buy in, you know? Whereas if you tell me, okay, I got $100, all right, cool. Like, do you want a full outfit or do you just want some kicks? Like, then we can kind of like figure out where we're gonna shop. So
are we going to Walmart or are we going to Sports Check? It's a different.
exactly. You know, maybe we're just going to the dollar store, get you some school supplies. You know, like we'll start there first. You know?
Right.
So,
no, I get it. Two different things. Two great stores. Actually 3 great stores.
Yeah.
But at different levels of your life.
Exactly.
You're gonna go to different levels of your life. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like each one has its own thing that is great for everybody. So
exactly. Maybe you're gonna go to the dollar store and you're just gonna get like pencils and all the school supplies or work supplies so that you can increase your value. Maybe you're gonna go to Walmart because you have a family and we need to get you some groceries while we're getting you some clothes. Or maybe we're gonna go to Sports Check because you're a bachelor, you've been doing good, making your money, and we just want to make you look fly. So like, it's all gonna help out at some point in your life. It's just where you are and where your finances are. You know,
beautiful, and everybody should not totally understand that analogy we just did.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. That was working my brain. So hopefully, like, at least one person understands. I'm good. Like,
hold on. Let's get to the beat. Let's get to the dragon of it all. Let's get to why we're here. Let's get to the website.
All right. So the website, like, that's honestly, so there's work that I'm kind of like building up a basement to create, and then there's passion, which is why I'm creating it, my why. So my biggest thing is creating a community. It's gonna get better, it's still getting cleaned up, so just be careful with what you click on. But anyway, the purpose of it is, like, at the end of the day, it's a website that has a community. I think there's about like 84 to like about 84, 85 different businesses on there. And what it has like mortgage agents, it has like financial advisors, it has contractors, it has people that do hair, has people that do like whatever it is. And at the end of the day, the purpose of it is just to like build a business, build a community of just support each other. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. Listen, it's a referral website, has a whole bunch of businesses. They're all small businesses. They're all looking to grow to their full maximum potential. And it's just a way that we can all support each other. It's not even about me. It's just about a community, a team. It's called the Big Heart Community, right? So like if someone has a small business they love for me to put on it, or someone's looking for a local business and they just want something to get done. They don't want to go to Walmart. They don't want to go to a major store, and they want to support maybe someone that on the list that's probably their neighbor. Like, just come right here and you'll be able to find somebody that can help you. It has everything, literally, from like someone that can do your eyelashes to someone that can clean your house to someone that can renovate your kitchen to someone that sells juices and someone that's a mentor. I have people on there that do like online cooking classes, you know. I have people on there that do like just background vocals. I have people on there that do anything. So you can find it. There's a whole bunch of different labels, whole bunch of different titles, whole bunch of different game plans. And yeah, honestly, that's my long answer to your short question.
There you go. So what's happening in the world of homes right now? What are you doing?
What do you mean by that question?
Do you have anything special coming up?
Okay, good question. So I actually have an event coming up this weekend. It's for first-time investors. So we've done a first-time home buyer seminar. It was like a really good time. We had a lot of people show up, and I think they got some value from it. This weekend, from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., we have a first-time investor. So people looking to purchase their first investment property, whether it's people that are buying a first home or it's people that have a house and they want to figure out how to use the equity to purchase that investment property. And we're going to be, I wouldn't say it's a how-to, it's more of just like a mastermind session where we're going to be throwing out like how, first of all, like how does it work when you do refinance your property, if that's the route you're going? Where are some areas that you can invest? What are the different type of investments? Like, are you looking for cash flow growth? Are you looking for equity growth? Like, what kind of down payments might be needed to do that? Let's just brush on credit personally. How does owning a house affect if you want to purchase another house? You know, should I buy the condo in like Mississauga, Toronto, GTA? Should I buy a pre-cut stock? Should I go buy a double unit property out in the middle of nowhere? So we're just kind of like throwing around all these ideas, walking people through them so they get a full understanding of how the investment property purchase process is built around.
All right. So you said this weekend. What date?
Saturday, March 13th from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's going to be a webinar. It's all through Zoom. It's very casual, very relaxed, and very informative.
Right. So it's March 13th. And make sure you get there on time. You want to register. It's happening at 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And Eventbrite is in the description. So if you go into the chat room, you can click on there right now. You can see all the links. You can go there and register. So once again, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's 1.5 hours, but you're going to get a full packed information session, and it's happening March 13th. Yep. This weekend coming on up. So don't forget, don't miss it. There it is. There's your info. Yep. If you need more info, give him a call. 647-407-0775. That's 407-0795. Make sure you go over there and give him a call. And if you can't find him there, you can always catch him on his social media.
Yep. And just to add, it is a completely free event. So don't feel like it's like, and I think that's the best thing. Like, you know, you can go to the library, you can take out books, there's free knowledge. You go to like these webinars, whether it's mine or whoever it is, get as much free knowledge as possible. You know, it doesn't cost anything but some time, and that time is well worth the value. So it's a free event. Just click in, log in, whether you're in there for 10 minutes or the full hour and a half. Like, there will be something that you can pick up on. And if you have any other questions, like Charles gave you my info, feel free to reach out. I'd love to help out wherever I can. Okay.
All right. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yeah. All right. And before we let you go, we have a game here it's called Rapid Fire. We just throw some questions at you real quick. Whatever comes to your mind and whatever you think, you just rapid fire it out. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Favorite color?
Favorite color, blue.
Favorite food?
Favorite food? I don't know, like ribs on a good barbecue day.
Favorite song?
Favorite song? Oh my gosh. Jeez. I don't know. That's the toughest one you asked so far. I'd probably say something either by J. Cole, my favorite artist, or Kanye West, like an old school Kanye West track.
There you go. What's your hidden talent that nobody knows about?
My hidden talent, other than the fact that I could juggle, probably is that I like to write, like whether it's like books or songs or whatever it is. That's like my pastime to just free my mind. Yeah. Say that. Right.
Favorite book?
Favorite book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, easily.
Okay. And what song do you sing before you jump on stage to teach this course, which is happening this weekend? from 11 a.m. to 12:30. Saturday, March the 13th. Don't miss it. Before he jumps on stage at 11 a.m., he's going to sing this song to himself before he jumps on stage. And what song is that, my friend?
Well, honestly, it's probably a Daniel Caesar song because I like trying to hit the high notes.
All right. Well, this is an obvious last two questions. Favorite sport?
Favorite sport, football, always.
And your favorite player?
My favorite player, it'd probably be Eric Berry, if anybody knows who that is.
All right. And if you could meet Eric Berry, if you guys could meet, if the alignment happened and you guys could meet each other, right? And you have one investment for him to do, what investment would you ask him to jump in with you?
What investment? Like purchasing something?
Yep.
Okay, that's a really good question. Like I'd say some type of like commercial property because like of where he is in his life and his income, and be like, listen, like at the end of the day, like you'll make a lot of money if you're able to either develop or get into a commercial property where we can get you some revenue. So like why don't we put that into something stable where, you know, we can kind of like build it up from there, and then the conversation will just wherever that goes, that goes. Take my shot though.
And that's all you need to do, my friend, is take that shot.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for being on the show, my friend. So make sure you check him out. I'm going to put his handles, information. Great person. I talk to this gentleman off and on now and then. We talk to each other about business, how we can help each other. And that's all he wants to do. He just wants to help. So help him back by sending him some people. If you know somebody that's looking for real estate or information, or you know what the funny thing is, he's a young cat, and this is great for your kids, teens, somebody getting into the business, somebody new family. You know, you might have a son or daughter that is with a partner and they're looking to buy a house for the first time home buyer. He's on their level. Yep. He's definitely on their level. He will sit down with them, tell them everything they need to know before they go and make that decision. That is what he's great about, sitting down with them, understanding their language, and talking to them straight. So that's what you need to do. So you can give them a call right there. One more time, 647-407-0795 right there. My friend, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for jumping on the show.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Really do appreciate it.
All right, my friend. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Be safe, and we will see you this Saturday. See you later.
See you later.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or